My baby shower was supposed to be the happiest day of my life, but it turned out to be the day my entire world exploded. I was surrounded by friends and family, laughing over pink cupcakes and tiny onesies, when the doorbell rang. My husband, who had always been the life of every party, froze so hard that I almost didn't recognize him. I opened the door, expecting another gift or late guest, and there they were, a woman holding a little girl with my husband's eyes. The woman looked straight at me and smiled, like she'd been expected. Before I could even process, the little girl ran up and wrapped her arms around my legs, calling out, "Auntie." My head spun as my husband stumbled over his words, trying to explain, but the woman cut him off. "We just wanted to meet the new baby," she said, her voice too calm, too rehearsed. Everyone went silent, my mother dropped her glass, my sister started crying, while my husband just stared at the floor. He finally admitted what he'd hidden, a whole second family, living just a few blocks away. They'd been together for years, overlapping with us, and the little girl wasn't calling me auntie out of confusion, she'd been told that's who I was. The fight that erupted was loud enough for the neighbors to hear. I screamed at him to leave, but the woman stood her ground, telling me I wasn't the only one who'd been lied to. She'd found out about me months ago, and instead of confronting him, she decided to play along, waiting for the right moment to expose the truth. My husband tried to apologize, but every word out of his mouth made it worse. He confessed that he'd been living a double life, splitting his time and love between us, because he didn't have the guts to choose or come clean. I felt like I couldn't breathe, surrounded by people who suddenly looked like strangers. As everyone else argued, my eyes met the little girl's. She just wanted a family, no matter how messy. I realized I was more furious with myself than with him. Deep down, I'd ignored all the warning signs because I was desperate to believe in the story I wanted, not the one I had. As the dust settled and the guests filed out, I stood alone in the wreckage, knowing that the truth had been lurking in plain sight, and I'd chosen to look away. The real betrayal wasn't just his secret, but my own willingness to pretend everything was perfect, even when my gut screamed otherwise.